kindergartners. This week for writing, we're going to continue trying to make our writing fun to read. And this week, our focus is on adding an interesting ending to our true stories. So for our writing today, you're going to need this page. I can write an interesting ending to my true story. It has ideas of what kind of ending you can do. And then it also has examples if you want to watch videos of some of the examples from Starbucks that we've read. You are also going to need some of your true story writing that you've either written this week or you have written previously, and you're going to need a writing tool. Let's get started. Kindergartners, last week we worked on adding a great beginning to our true story. Now this is the one I was working on last week. You do not have to be working on the one you were doing last week. You can work on a new one if you would like to. But this week, I'm going to work on writing an interesting ending to my true story. So first, let me refresh you on my story and read it to you. I wrote, one summer day, I was outside with my mom. We decided to fix my garden to make it look nice. We went to the store to buy plants for the garden. When we got home, we planted everything. It looked beautiful. So this week, it's my job to add an ending to my story. So at the very end, let's just go back to it. I said, when we got home, we planted everything. It looked beautiful. Okay, so I want to think about how can I add an interesting ending. You have three options. You can either add a strong feeling to your ending. That means you're going to tell me how you felt at the end. You're going to say it with words and with pictures. So I already have my pictures. It tells me I'm feeling happy. I could also feel proud or excited. There are other ways I could be feeling. If you want to see an example, a great example is actually from Harry the Dirty Dog. And all you have to do is take your phone and you can just QR code that and look at that video where I give you the example. There are three examples here for each of the endings. Okay, so let's just try this first one here. A strong feeling. When we got home, we planted everything. It was beautiful. Talk with your family about your true story. Pause right here. Tell them how you felt. Okay, so I'm going to write, I felt proud. Okay, so I finished my writing. I wrote my strong feeling. My feeling is proud. Now let's read it to see how we feel about this ending. When we got home, we planted everything. It looked beautiful. I felt proud. Okay, so we wrote about a strong feeling. What about a lesson learned? A lesson learned means what do you know now that you did not know at the beginning of your true story? Talk to a family member. Go ahead and pause this video. Talk to your family member about what's something that you learned during your story. Well, when I was gardening, I learned how to use a shovel to turn over the garden. I learned what kind of plants last all year long. I also learned that I should probably always wear sunscreen. I think I'm going to add that. Okay, a lesson learned. What did I not know at the beginning of my story that I know now? Let's read what I wrote. When we got home, we planted everything. It looked beautiful, but next time, I'll make sure to wear sunscreen. So I learned my lesson. I got sunburnt. I'm going to make sure to wear sunscreen next time. How about this last interesting ending? What will happen next in your story? What would happen either tomorrow, next week, maybe the next time you go to the playground, maybe the next time you go to your grandma's house? What would come next? a brief snippet of what comes next. So, pause this video and talk to a family member. What would come next in your story? For me, what came next is my mom and I were gonna plant more things in the backyard. So I'm gonna add that. Okay, what will happen next? Let's see what I added to my story. When we got home, we planted everything. It looked beautiful. The next day, we planted more in the backyard. So that's what it might sound like if I'm gonna find out what happens next. Okay, kindergartners, now it's your turn. I'm so excited to see your interesting endings to your true story. Remember, you can add a strong feeling, a lesson learned, and what will happen next. Each of these star books has a great example of what that looks like. Good luck and have fun.